Hello students, in this lesson we're going to talk about shapes as symbols, and I just want you to get you thinking about how logos work and how shapes mean things and how they can represent things even in different forms. Okay, so let's open up Illustrator, and we're going to go with the File New, and we just want one artboard, just one, so I'll bring this down to one. Ooh, wrong way. There you go. And go ahead and name it Shapes and then your name if you don't mind. And we're going to choose a web or a 1024 by 768. We're going to choose web and then 1024 by 768. One artboard, click OK. A nice white window in there. I'm going to show you something. Okay, I want you to grab the rectangle tool and with no stroke and a black fill, just want you to draw a perfect square by holding down shift right in the middle. If you hold down command and click, you can kind of move it. Let's put it in the middle there. So we have a square. We're going to make 2, 3, 4. We're going to make 5 different representations of this square. And we're going to be thinking about it the whole time. Okay, so let's start by this. Let's go ahead and grab the rectangle tool again. But this time let's do the rounded rectangle tool. And this time let's choose like a pink color. Oops, did you see what that was? I had that selected. So deselect, rounded rectangle, now the pink color. And I want you to hold down shift to make a perfect rounded rectangle and draw a little one, something like that right there. Okay? Now if you hold down command, move within it, then hold alt, click, start to drag to the right, and then press and hold shift with your other finger. Let go of your click, you've made another. Now I want you to do command D and command D. We basically duplicated it 3 times. Command D, Command D. After you've done it once, Command D. Now hold down Command and select all those rectangles. Hold down Command and Alt again, move within it. Click and hold down Shift while you drag down. And you've dragged down that set of 4, and then do Command D and Command D. And then click away. Now, look at that shape right there. Would you say that represents a square? I would. Even if I went through and selected, say, these squares right here and changed their colors to, say, I don't know what's opposite. Let's go light green to a green. Click away. Still a square? You bet it is. Still a square. Represents a square, even though it's in a different shape. Okay, let's get our brush tool. Got a lovely little brush tool. And let's do no fill because a brush doesn't use a fill. And let's do a stroke of, screw it, let's just do black and bring up the size to maybe 4 pixels. And under the type, let's leave it on uniform, but let's change this to this scraggly looking one right here. This scraggly looking one. And when you click that, it went back to 1, so let's go back to 3. And I just want you to click and drag a little bit just like that. And then from this corner, I want you to click and drag a little bit like that. Now hold down Command and click the top one, then hold Command and Alt, click, drag down and hold Shift and put that piece there. Now Command click this one and hold Alt and Command, click, drag and hold Shift and bring it to here. Okay, now click away. Does that represent a square? I think it does, kind of, you know. I guess it does, whatever. Okay, see how there's 2 different representations of the same object? And by the way, you can command select all that and then command G to group it if you want it to move together from that point forward. I mean, that's up to you. All right. Maybe there's a different way we can represent a square. How about using the line tool? So let's grab the line tool. Let's get a fat line. How about a 5? And let's choose a bright red. And I want you to hold down Shift and drag straight down. Let's go right to about there. and then hold down Alt or Command, Alt, click drag while holding Shift, and bring this one over here. And then with the line tool again, move over that first point, hold down Shift, and bring it to this point. Hold down Command and Alt, and bring it, click it first, and bring it down, holding down Shift to here, and then maybe here, and then maybe one more. Select it. Oh, by the way, you can't hold down Shift until you already started to drag it. I don't know if you knew that. I should have said that. So maybe here. How about we take this end piece right here, hold down Command and Alt, hold down Shift, and let's drag it to, I don't know, how about right here? Now looking at those objects, do you see, does it represent kind of a square? I know it's not perfect, but in essence it kind of does. Okay, lastly, let me show you one more thing, and this is going to blow your mind quickly. I want you to get to your shape tool, the rectangle tool, and I want you with a fill of nothing and a stroke of whatever, let's go blue. Everyone go blue. I want you to click here and hold down Shift and draw a square. Now I want you to hold down Command and Alt. Now you can't click inside it because there's nothing there. Remember, there's no fill. You have to click on the line, and I want you to drag it all the way over here. And once you've done that, Command click and select the second one. Command click. There we go. There's a blue line around it. And change that color to, say, red. And let's make it smaller. Remember this tool over here, this scale tool? Double click the scale tool. We can scale it to, say, 20%. Click OK. Look how small it got. Isn't that beautiful? And now let's rotate it. Look to the left of the scale tool. Once you click the rotate tool, I just want you to click in the frame and drag up or drag down. I want to rotate it to here. Perfect. Now we're going to blend these two. This one to this one. There's a blend tool. It's a square with a circle right here. I want you to click the blend tool and then double click it and set the blend options. You don't want smooth color. You want specified steps. Basically it's going to say how many squares is it going to draw between that one and that one. And we're going to say 32-ish. You can put whatever you want. Now move your blend tool over this object, and when the X appears, just click once. Then move over this object and choose one of these sides that this blend is going to match up, or this side is going to match up with another side. So I'm going to choose this one right here. Bink! Do you see what it did right there? It actually made it spin like that. You can also, with your command key selected, click the object, the last square. Remember, you got to click on the line, not inside, and then double click it. And you'll notice you're in isolation mode right here. See how it says the arrow and blend? Hold down Command, select that square, and move it inside this square. Watch what happens when you let go. It's magic. Or how about we move it up here? Or how about we rotate it? Click the rotate tool a little the other way. A little bit more. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Move it back. Actually, I got to click away. Click it. There we go. Let's move it back in here. That's pretty cool. But does it represent a square? I think it does. So that's your job today. I want you to draw the one black square and give me 5 different representations of that same square using whatever tools you know how to work. And then when you're done, File, Export. And in the export window, it's very important to choose JPEG from this drop down right here, JPEG. And after you click that, I'm going to put it on desktop. After you click that and click export, there's one more thing you need to check. Leave the quality at 5 so it uploads quick, but instead of screen, put this on medium so it looks a little better, and then click OK. And that's the JPEG you upload. Got it? Good luck. See you soon.